Hey guys, Frank here, Godzilla Island for the Mazer Squad, with the final review of Godzilla Monster and Protectors All Hail the King. This is the final issue, issue 5. This arc for the Monsters and Protectors series has been phenomenal. Absolutely loving it this round. I love it so much. I am gonna be going back and rereading Rise Up just to see. Maybe I was a little too harsh on it. I've been saying for a while now Rise Up wasn't my favorite, but I don't know what it was about this All Hail the King. It really hooked me in, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I was just harsh on it at the time and wasn't open-minded. I don't know what it was, but I'm gonna go back and read Rise Up now, and I'll be doing videos of Rise Up eventually. Dan might even be on them. We might just do them on the show. Who knows? But here is the cover A. This is the main cover. We have King Ghidorah, Godzilla, and of course King Shiza. And then this is the cover C, I guess you would call it. This is the one that I went for. I don't have cover B. Sorry, guys. But this art is absolutely epic. I love it. This is the one I read. I always read the variant cover that I like the most. So we'll just pop this one open and take a look in here. So we're pretty much picking up right where issue 4 left off. Godzilla, King Ghidorah are fighting it out. The kids are trying to summon them. The teacher's like, what the hell is going on in my classroom? And the teacher's like, we got to evacuate. They're like, no, we got to be close to Godzilla. That way we can help him fight. So the teacher is like, you know what, whatever. She's like, it's crazy. I'm game. Pulling out a drone. She pulls out the drone. And Cedric is still like in a way about Karen having her abilities connected to King Shiza. See, they're fighting it out here. Some cool shots. Cedric is like, you know what, let me think. Maybe I want him to do an uppercut. So you know what? He throws an uppercut or whatever. But him and his friends they're all just kind of throwing commands to Godzilla, help him fight. And they're all following. But then Cedric starts getting like a little over the top with it. He's like, I want him to do a suplex. Like, he thinks it's like a wrestling video game. And he begins to get frustrated. So Godzilla gets frustrated and starts losing the fight. And then Karen, her guardian, King Shiza, finally appears, takes a gravity beam hit from King Ghidorah and absorbs it and blasts it right back at him. And the two basically begin fighting. King Shiza joins the fight. Godzilla joins the fight. And ends. Godzilla topples into the ocean with King Ghidorah. They fight out. Godzilla rises. And King Shiza and Godzilla are the victors. But then Cedric, is still being his usual self, is just still a complete jerk to Karen. They begin getting angry at each other. So Godzilla and King Shiza, they take on their emotions and they begin getting angry at each other and fighting. That fight is very short-lived. Nothing really happens. They throw a couple punches. The friends and teachers step in and pretty much stop them from fighting. And Cedric basically admits that he felt upset because he thought he was special, that he had a connection to Godzilla, and then this other random person appears and they have a connection to another monster. So he's like, whatever, I'm sorry, I was a jerk. And then they kind of become besties at the end, which is kind of weird. They just went from fighting to best friends in like a second. Then it ends back, it always begins and ends the two series with Cedric on his MeTube series doing a video. But what's cool here is they always add little advertisements. They have like the actual Godzilla Chibi series on the side here. New episodes. RC review for our Godzilla toy. And this looks like some sort of dinosaur. I can't really make it out. Can't really see it. Looks like a Tyrannosaurus style head. Can't really read what it said either. No, it says mystery. But finishes up. The dude dragon, the alien that was trolling him, gets pissed off because Cedric's celebrating their victory on MeTube. And then it ends with the leader talking to him, saying, "Don't worry, the reinforcements that I called for are here." And this is like really cool. So these aliens have Gotengo with them, which many are familiar with from Godzilla Final Wars, originally Atragon. And I'm pretty sure these are like Space Battleship Yamato references. I'm not quite sure what this little guy is, but all these are alien ships, but it's really cool that we're getting some throwbacks to other Toho series here. And then we see King Ghidorah underwater, and there's our hint at the next villain. Yes, a Mecha King Ghidorah. Now, at the end of the last issue, the leader of the aliens did say he was calling the mechanoids or whatever for reinforcements, and that pretty much was like ding ding ding. We either get a Mecha Godzilla or Mecha King Ghidorah. I would love to see just an army of mechas for this, because we know King Shiza is going to be around because Karen's not going anywhere. So I'm assuming King Shiza is going to be a reoccurring character, and maybe Mothra's recovered now, because the fairies during this story arc said Mothra was resting from her previous battle, so we might have the Mothra, or we might even have the Mothra twins, the larva twins. That's some of my expectations for the next story arc, is King Ghidorah and maybe Mecha Godzilla. I would love to also see a Mechani Kong, but I think that's going to be pushing it. Maybe they do a Mechani King Shiza or a new mecha something. Because these mechanoids, as they were referred to in the previous issue, they're probably an army that relies on mechas. Who knows if they bring somebody else with them? Maybe we're going to get Gigan, mechanized Gigan instead of the cyborg style. But awesome series. Like I said, I want to go back and reread Rise Up now because of All Hail the King. Fantastic job, the artwork, the writing. If you haven't read this yet, I absolutely recommend it. I'm not 100% sure on when the trade paperback is coming out. The final issue just came out in February. I'm going to guess probably April, May, June-ish. So next second quarter of the year. Hopefully the trade paperback will be out. It's definitely going to be coming out, for sure. I haven't seen any announcement yet, but it's absolutely going to be coming out. I'm very confident that IDW will release that. And keep an eye out for more IDW Godzilla comics. We have the Rivals one-shots coming. We'll be reviewing those on our episode soon. I got to catch up on a couple of those. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Godzilla Monsters All Hail the King, Issue 5 review. Like and follow, subscribe down below.